Tonight we would get a little bit of brand warfare as the general manager of Raw and SmackDown collided in an attempt to sign Randy Orton. Randy Orton was here tonight billed as the Viper Strikes. Interestingly enough, we'd also discover where Randy Orton would be permanently. Well, Adam Pearce would offer Randy Orton a World Heavyweight title match. Nick Aldis could offer him Roman Reigns and the people that took him out the bloodline. Paul Heyman would then come out urging Randy to go to Raw. The bloodline would attack. LA Knight would make the save for Randy Orton. Randy would go to that place and sign the contract with SmackDown. Randy will now be exclusive to Friday Night and the Blue Brand. He then told Paul Heyman to call Roman Reigns and tell him Daddy's home. Nick Aldis obviously would celebrate the signing of Randy Orton, but he got an RKO as well. It's okay, Randy. We all know and we all understand. This is things you might have missed from WWE SmackDown. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Bianca Belair would kick off Friday Night SmackDown this week. The captain of the winning team for Women's War Games, she would declare that she wants the Women's Championship back. Gotta give a shout out to the person who made this sign. Usually we focus on funny signs, but this one looks like it was so time consuming to make. I had to shout it out. It would be 4/5 of Damage CTRL coming down, notably 0 Bayley. How can you have no Bayley? That's just not on, is it? But Damage CTRL would come out, Shotzi and Charlotte would come out, and a post-Survivor Series brawl would ensue. So if you was worried about the brawl stopping, the brawls are going nowhere, hopefully. We'd then find out Bayley knew nothing about going down to the ring, and the other members of Damage CTRL just completely didn't tell her. So that's interesting. Well, they did want Bayley's help to prepare Kyrie for a match against Bianca Belair. Not all is looking good for Bayley right now, especially when Io told Bayley to stay in the back for Kairi Sane's main event match. Well, Bayley would get involved in the match and actually help Kairi Sane. Kairi looked appreciative, but Kairi did take so long to set up for the elbow because she was distracted by Bayley, and that would cost her the match. Bayley inadvertently costing Kairi the match tonight. I think that's at least what Damage CTRL is going to perceive it as. Oops. WWE announced tonight that next week's special Tribute to the Troops SmackDown will feature CM Punk returning to Friday Night SmackDown. Oh my god, next week becomes unmissable. Do you think CM Punk's going to have a feud with someone from the Blue Brand? Let me know if you think so in the comments down below. Get a brand new entrance for Bobby Lashley with the Street Profits too. Look at that. They look absolute boss in this picture, and I think it looks great. And obviously this match was set up on SmackDown Lowdown last Saturday. When was the last time SmackDown Lowdown was relevant? So that's a win. Actually a reason to maybe start watching that show. They're going to start making matches for the next week's show. Like the idea of that. Butch would come alone, obviously, with Ridge Holland walking out last week. Ridge not there tonight. We did get, though, Bobby Lashley sort of talking down to Butch on the night before the match. He should do this more often because it made him feel intimidating. And while the feisty Butch would have a decent showing, Lashley would pick up the victory tonight on SmackDown. Now, it wasn't all over for Butch. In a backstage interview, he would be attacked by Pretty Deadly. This is the feud the Brawling Brutes are in. And this is leaving people to say, well, Butch needs a tag team partner now. Which makes a lot of sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. Maybe this is a time you call up Tyler Bate. Maybe. I think it makes perfect sense to do that. 2/3 of British Strong Style. I think there's a great connection, great chemistry between the two. Let me know in the comments below if it's something you want to see. But can I just make a point? I hate these kind of backstage interviews. Just look over Butch's left shoulder, okay, on the right-hand side. That's the setup for the interview space backstage, and yet they're doing it in the corridor. Why? Oh my god. I love the dynamic between Nick Aldis and Paul Heyman. For months, years, Paul Heyman has pushed around Adam Pearce. Nick Aldis has come in and established that's not going to happen with him. Him saying to Paul Heyman tonight to sign Randy Orton, he's willing to offer up the entirety of the bloodline. Like, that's insane. It goes without saying that Paul Heyman was slightly pissed. But on December 15th, Roman Reigns will return to SmackDown. So only 2 weeks away, Roman is coming. I don't think he's going to be very happy. WWE today has released the official Royal Rumble 2024 poster. Very, very cool, but look at the very top, and CM Punk is included. This, for me, is my prediction. I think CM Punk wins the Men's Royal Rumble. Santos Escobar was in action tonight. Oh my God, this entrance, the vibe, the heel turn. Ever since they did the heel turn, honestly, I'm so much more invested in Santos. The character works as a heel so much. He did fight Joaquin Wilde, obviously a former member of Legado. This was a big match. Obviously, Escobar would pick up the win and just literally start decimating Joaquin Wilde afterwards. Whatever friendship Legado had gone, Dragon Lee would make the save. So obviously we saw Dragon Lee versus Escobar at Survivor Series. Looks like that feud will continue. I'm very surprised Carlito didn't return here. I do wonder if there's like an injury or something, so I'll keep an eye out on dirt sheets for that. His first appearance since winning the United States Champion, the Champion Disruptor, Logan Paul, was on SmackDown and announced a tournament to find the new number one contender for the US Champion. It will be Santos Escobar, Dragon Lee, Karrion Kross. So we now know Karrion's coming back to TV at long last. Bobby Lashley, former champion Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, Kevin Owens, and a mystery NXT superstar. Who the bloody hell could this be? I have no idea. Obviously, we've seen Carmelo Hayes post a potential teaser on Twitter. Obviously, there was talk about Tyler Bate earlier on this video. Could it be him? But who do you want to be the mystery NXT star in the US title tournament? Let me know in the comment section below. It would be Kevin Owens who would come out to confront Logan Paul. So WWE's way to book is typically sort of lay some ground eggs even though the tournament hasn't begun. Not always the rule, but it's usually the rule. So let's see. I think it would likely be Kevin Owens winning the tournament. Rightfully so. KO versus Logan's a decent match. I enjoyed tonight's show. I thought it was decent. I think it was a solid 7 out of 10 for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video, and I will catch you as always next time. Peace!